Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, a junk journal, slow stitch, do that as sustainably as possible, and this is day 13 of Junk Journal July, Dotty Do. What does Dotty Do mean? Well, we do have a pack on Bee Happy's Ko-fi site that helps you sort of work out how you could interpretate the prompts. But this is, when I was writing it, because I wrote this prompt, I kind of was thinking about making marks in your journal. So that's what we're doing. I have this stencil that's actually from packaging from something, and it's got these polka dots. I've watercoloured my background. Now I'm going back in with my watercolour again, and I'm going to use a stencil and go all over. And then after we've done that, I'm going to make some more marks and just build up a background for a wreath that I have made using a napkin and some Bee Happy Stationery Fussy Cuts from the Dreams by the Sea kit. So we're going to make our own background and talk about mark making at the same time. So it's quite a nice relaxed one, I think, this. So I'm just getting in with my colours. I'm breaking in this new palette. This was my new buy for Junk Journal July. I actually bought it because I want to learn how to watercolour. Any watercolour paint will do. Any like ink, because that's what's been used with this before, is ink, because it's been used on a journal a long time ago, like years ago. This packaging actually came from some COVID tests, so it was kind of packaging I saved when I was first in my junk journal journey. I think it would be about 2021. I started working for a nursing home because I was made redundant in the job that I used to do, like organising activities in the community, and I ended up in this nursing home organising activities for people who lived in care. So that's where I saved this from. We had to take COVID tests, obviously, keep the lovely safe. So this paint is drying quite quickly. I'm not going to worry about smudges and stuff. It's handmade, but I just want to make sure that the pattern is somehow being followed through, because I think that would benefit it. Really, do we? Yeah, I think we do. Do we? No, we might not. So I'm just following the pattern. Do we want to see? Yeah, no, we'll go like that. Just to make sure that like we're getting the most out of the paper. You could make your own wrapping paper doing this. You could get like all kinds of stencils. You can buy them, or you can find them like this with packaging. There we go. Just to fill in that repeat. And that's our first layer of dots. Let's put our thing on. Quite like that. Now, I kind of want to put a little bit of gold on because I like a little bit of gold. So I'm going to go in again. Now, where am I going to put this gold? I have this really nice old gold, so we're going to use that. Let's have a go. I should have sprayed my gold before, but I didn't. But I'm not going to worry. And I'm just going to do some more random bits now, because that's very regimented. And I'm just going to make some marks. Making marks in your journal is so important. It's so like, kind of, you'll come up with your own signature marks, because I think everybody does. Because you'll just find that there's things that you enjoy making. And it adds that layer, well, it adds an extra layer, but it also adds that layer of sort of handmadeness about it. You know, I've used bits of printable, there's bits of napkin that's image or book image or whatever it is, just adding your own little marks, well, it makes it your own. So I'm just going to put 3 dots, and there's a bit of, you know, I'm basically going to put 3 dots where there's a star, a space. And I'm not going to worry too much about it if they're all regimented. I'm just putting 3 dots in. And one of my go-to marks is 3 dots. So I have them made with a paintbrush like this, made really thickly sometimes with a paintbrush, so like lots of paint on my brush, so it's almost like let's see, can I do one? You know, so it's sort of raised. Like that. And when I first started doing these dots, that's how I used to do them. But now I'm a bit more relaxed about it. And it's just 3 dots. And I've said before, this is inspired, the little 3 dots is inspired by like really old illuminated text, decorations in like old medieval buildings. I kind of live in a part of the world where we have lots of things. Like old cathedrals, or old houses that you can go and look at. From, you know, a good 500 years ago, perhaps a bit more. This is how they would decorate stuff, just really simply. And we can do that. And actually, I find it really relaxing. It's really relaxing just to add our own little marks. So you can find ways of using your own marks, and they don't have to be dots. I've only used the word Dotty do to kind of, I don't know, spark an bit of imagination, or even a bit of confusion, so a bit of thought. But it could be dashes. I do little stars. I might put some little stars on our little wreath situation when I come to that and talk to you about that. There we go. I can put some here. It's just about adding some little dots. There. Oh, that's where that paint could live actually. That's how you can see it, and because it's metallic with the other dots, you can see, and I've made my own decorative paper there. All you need, I think, sometimes is a bit of imagination and a bit of paint. I actually think that for like decorating your house is that just a bit of imagination and a bit of paint, and you can do anything. So I've made my own decorative paper. You can make your own wrapping paper this way. You could use potato prints. You could get like a cork off a wine bottle, make dots with that. Anything, any kind of a lid off something, you know, like you could, that one would make a coloured in one, that would make one that's just sort of you know, got an edge to it. Have a video where I made lots of things doing a similar technique. That's all you need, and you get wonderful results. So, white gel pen. I did have one recently. I had one. The desk is sort of very mid Junk Journal July messiness. So, you know, we've seen the little 3 dots. My other go-to is just a really simple star, and sometimes I just do kind of 3 crosses, and sometimes I do more. It depends on how I feel it's going. This is like a gluey bit of paper, so the pen comes out funny, because I used PVA glue to adhere the napkin onto, just going to do another one there, there we go, onto some Atlas index page. And you can make your marks. So I used some Bee Happy Stationery to add on to this lemon wreath came from the napkin. And then I used the Bee Happy Stationery Fussy Cutting page from the Dreams by the Sea kit, and I replaced the words of this little sign with make your own mark. So, make your own mark. I'm going to glue that in, but I'll glue that in after we finish because I wanted this to be really quick and to be about the dots, because that's what it's about. Alright then, so you can find details of where you can get the Bee Happy Stationery kit, the prompts, because it's never too late to jump into Junk Journal July. There's a whole pack of resources that will be useful to you. There is the names of all the people who are taking part in the challenge in the description box, plus 2 playlists. There's a playlist where you can add your own video to, and there's also a playlist where all the other creators are adding their videos too as we go out. So you've got this sort of, I would view it as like a free junk journaling course, because we're all very different and we all do different things, but there's been a lot of thought gone into each video. Alright then everyone, I hope to see you soon tomorrow for book scraps. That's quite an exciting one, because that's how I make journals, from book scraps. Alright then, I will see you soon. Bye bye.